Okay, guys, what's up? This is welcome to part 2 of the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time walkthrough. And this is part 2. Gosh, I really have to look where I'm going. This is part 2. We just got the Kokiri sword, and gosh, that's a terrible. That stinks. And what we're doing now is just raise. Oh, what's a heart? That's kind of invited. Oh, okay. Let me come around the corner soon. I made it. Oh yeah, another blue rupee. Those are good. Now we just run around. Next stop is, and I will reference heavily to other players, and I hope I don't get in trouble for that, because I do reference them, and I appreciate their videos, appreciate what they do, and I'm not trying to like do something. I'm not trying to annoy them or like take all these ideas from my own, because I'm not. I'm just saying that there's very important stuff that they have said that I have to put in is for your own enjoyment, and they just came up with them, and I'm not going to say that I came up with them myself. And I've played this game a lot. I've got a lot of hours. Whoops. I played this game a lot. It's like my favorite game of all time. Actually, Majora's Mask is really good too. I want to do a walkthrough on that if I can get it. And another thing I want to add in is, lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh yeah. There were a lot of. I mean, the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was huge for the N64. I mean, it didn't come out until like 2 years after it had originally come out, but it still was a big thing. I mean, now we have 3D graphics, kind of ish. I'm kind of saying that because the Ocarina of Time 3D just came out, as Connor will tell you if he gets that reviewed up soon. And the funny thing about it is it's now really 3D, and the graphics are updated and all that. But just as another fun fact, Majora's Mask, 2000 was the year 2000 was when Majora's Mask came out, which is, you all probably recognize as the year that the Game Boy Advance, GameCube came out. Game Boy Advance came out in 2001. And the funny thing was, hold on, there's something back here, more rupees. The funny thing was, it did come out the year as the GameCube. And just also, if anybody, I'm sure all of you, I mean, the Nintendo 64 was a big thing back when I was, I don't know, I was like really, really small. I was a toddler. But anyway, my earliest memories, they still had the N64 in them, because Majora's Mask definitely kept the N64 going for a bit longer. And if you've ever seen a Nintendo 64 controller, you know that they have that really weird, like, pit thing on the back. I mean, like a plug-in, and that is for the memory expansion, so you can get better graphics on your N64, and that was required for a couple of games, and that one of them was Majora's Mask. Everybody still rushed to get it, even though there's a lot of money. But the thing was, it had better graphics. So it made that had better graphics, and it did keep it going for a bit longer. Oh my gosh, I completely lost my train of thought. But anyway, it was pretty big. It was very big, and Majora's Mask did great. It did almost as. I mean, Ocarina of Time. It was the best seller. It's like one of the best-selling games of all time. I forget the number. It was like 6 million copies. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it might be. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I don't know. God. This bridge always annoyed me. It's actually better to Z-target when you're, like, doing the Z thing. Oh, God! Oh. Sorry. Freaking out. But it's better to Z-target, because... wow. I failed. Ha! Take that! I got my first try that time. That never happens to me. I didn't bother talking to her. She just said something like, "Oh, you're such a real man for coming up here to me," or something. I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird. And by the way, I'm coming up on, after getting my own channel now, I'm coming up on about 400 views now. I think I'm at 380 right now. But at any rate, I'm coming very close. And I guess I just kind of want to thank you guys. Of course, I'm sure there's a lot of you watching on my website, our website being Connor's. And then there's also probably a lot of people watching on, you know, my YouTube channel, who I'm thanking right now because you guys kind of got me up high. And also there's some probably watching on our reviews on our other YouTube channel that's made specifically for this website or these videos, more or less. Gosh, 360, because you need 40. Because in the virtual console, something weird. Oh, here we go. Something weird was going on, and whenever I threw a rock, 3 rupees would come out, and that kind of like surprised me. I was kind of freaked out by that. Ugh. Hello there. Yes, that's her. Use it very. Oh, sorry, froze. Here we go. It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you. Oh yeah, and another thing that I mentioned in my first video, the audio stinks on this. I don't know why, but it like skips. Oh yeah, it's kind of hot up here, and I try to keep the fan off because it will kind of interfere with the videos, but I kind of have to, so I don't pull the heat. Give me a second. That's fair. Sorry if that's interfering. I'll just speak a bit louder. Okay, so now we can go in and get the Deku Shield. Turn the volume up. Okay, so now we have the Deku Shield, and that means that we're ready for our first dungeon. So, you know, that's great. But also, it's kind of it is first dungeon. It's very short, or short compared to other dungeons. I mean, for instance, I forget the longest. I believe the longest temple that I've been through at least was wasn't Jabu, like there's a couple of shorter ones. That being Jabu. That was kind of shortish. That wasn't too hard. Oh, whoops. That wasn't too hard. Jabu's belly. Which you'll see eventually. And there's another short one. Dodongo's Cavern. Dodongo's Cavern was actually pretty long. But pretty much with every one, if you have played it before, you can get through it very quickly. Deku Tree definitely being one of them. If you just play it without knowing what to do, you'll take you it took me 2 days the first time. But I finished in, like, I don't know, not even, like, 45 minutes now. Or less. I don't know. It's very short either way. I mean, Jabu's Valley, that one took me a while. Like, actually, a month. Because I kind of gave up on it for a while and just started a new game and played on that. I hate you, Mito. Oh. So here we go. Da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Oh, and we're coming up on our first monster, too. What'd I tell you? And we got a Deku Stick. And they're actually very powerful. Later in the game, you get the Big Oron Sword. And it does twice the damage of the Master Sword once you get it, which will be much, much, much later into the game. Actually, not that. Again, when you really think about it, it's not even that long of a game. I believe the Water Temple. Water Temple is thought to be the. Water Temple is thought to be the longest. But we're just going to end this video here, and we'll get to the next. We'll start the dungeon, and we're definitely not going to finish it, but we'll get very close to finishing it. So I'll see you guys on the next video.